Hi, Jamie.
Hi.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, right before I was getting on the Zoom, I was like, oh, gotta go pick somebody up. So.
Well, you're making it work.
Yes, it'll be good. It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too.
Your grandma on here?
Yes. Isn't that sweet? I can't see her.
Since I was at the Fremont. Oh my gosh.
I can't see her, but I know she's there.
Good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Hi, Nana.
It's 2 minutes about.
You'll start in 2 minutes. That sounds good. Sounds good. Let's see who all's here. Good deal. I'm going to open the chat. Anyone who wants to say hi could say hi in the chat.
Hello there.
Hi.
I'm Kaylin. I'm taking place for Kayla while she's out.
Oh, cool. Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Oh, good, Kaylin, you're here.
Oh, look at Rachel's doing it from her car.
I didn't know if you would be, and I'm driving.
Oh, no, you're fine.
That's some serious multitasking. I don't know. I don't know.
It's been an interesting change of schedule and pace, but we're making it
Right.
really well.
We're all adapting well. I personally am, can fit in a lot more this way.
Yeah. Is that your dog there doing yoga with you as well?
Yes, she makes
Or
cameos.
Is it Balaflex or yoga?
It's yoga. It's therapeutic chair yoga.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. So we do lots of
All right.
breathing and mindfulness work at the same time as getting some movement in.
Very good. All right. Well, I will go ahead. I'm going to record. So I'm going to
great.
record and I'll let you go ahead and get started, Jamie.
All right. Sounds good. So, as we've been over a few times, but as a reminder, if possible, if you have a sturdy, stable chair that has a little bit of a harder foundation, that would be ideal. Unlike one like this, if this is all you have, a cushy chair, you'll be right at the edge of it because you can usually find a baseboard there that you can get a really solid foundation on. So if possible, a really solid chair that you can feel really grounded in. Let's back a little bit. Okay, so we'll go over, review a few foundations of our alignment, and then we'll move into our mobility work and kind of get right to it. So with your feet straight across, and straight front to back. This is a good place if you were to imagine a block or your fist between your feet. Usually hip width is closer together than we think. My puppy is whining. So hip width with the feet and the knees, and then find a solid foundation with your pelvis. So in contact with something, not sinking in. And then we'll create an action with the pelvis like you're trying to imagine it like a bowl. Like it's not a bowl that's not tipping back or forward, but is right in the center. And you're just kind of using your mind's eye. Hi. And then we'll find the alignment of the rib cage over that. So hip bones are on something solid. Rib cage is right on top of the hip bones. And we'll take a few shoulder rolls. So just take some big circles around, up, back, and around with your shoulders. Inhaling the shoulders around, exhaling the shoulders back down. So big inhales, big exhales. Your movement and your breath are matched together as one thing. Big inhale, a big exhale. last few times, imagine that your big shoulder circle was a spiral and it's going in towards the center, and you're finding where the center of your shoulder socket is, in and around. So it starts to get smaller and smaller until you feel that your shoulder socket is at the center, and the muscles up front are a little active and the muscles in back are a little active. And then we'll move to your head, just letting your head drop, chin towards the chest, and we'll take a few neck rolls from side to side. So chin comes to your chest on an exhale, and on an inhale, your ear comes to your shoulder. So you're not going quite to in range in this range of motion. So what feels like the edge of how far you could go, and then just inside of that, you're just rolling back and forth from ear to shoulder to ear to shoulder. And in some way, connecting this movement to your breath and becoming a little bit aware of your breath. And this is a good one for that, because you can kind of watch your belly breathe. See if you can see and feel your belly moving as you inhale and move from one side to the other. And so as best you can, you're holding all these foundations all the way up that we've set in place. So everything from your neck down is really stabilized and still, and just your head is taking a nice side to side movement, feeling a stretch up the back. And the next time your right ear comes to your right shoulder, let it rest there. So pause here, hands at your thighs, and we'll take 5 big inhales and 5 big exhales. So just notice how long your breath is for a few rounds. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Good. Next time you exhale, chin comes to your chest, and then around to the other side and hold. Big inhale. Big exhale. Your main effort right now is just to move air in and out. As we're not just moving air, we're moving vital energy as you're taking big breaths. Good, and next time, chin comes down to your chest, pause there, and then on an inhale, look up and back as high as you can, just inside of end range, and on exhale, look all the way down. Keep moving in this way, inhaling, head up, chin up, exhaling, chin down, head down. Keep the movement and the breath as mapped together as possible. So as your exhale finishes, your head is coming to the end of the range of motion. And as your inhale begins, your head movement begins, and your chin is moving up towards the ceiling as much as you can. So you're really trying to stretch out this area of the front of the neck and the base of the chin. As you look up, push your chin up. And exhale, keep going. So the way that we maintain and increase our range of motion is by going through the pain-free, available range of motion with gentle, consistent effort in a way that pays attention to your breath and where the end of the range of motion is. And so simultaneously as working all of the cervical vertebra and their mobility, we're also training our attention. So just notice if your attention wanders and bring it back to this practice as best you can, doing just this one thing for a little while. Good. Next time your chin looks down, check in with your feet alignment, check in with your leg alignment, realign your pelvis and broaden your shoulders, and then bring your head up to a level. So it's an extension through the back of the crown, like you were getting a gentle pull up by your ponytail, like me, and a movement of the chin towards the center of the throat. And from this position, turn your head and look over your right shoulder as you inhale, and as you exhale, come back to center. Inhale, turn, look over your shoulder as far as you can. Exhale, come back to center. Keep moving through this range of motion, whatever you have available, to its edge and back to center. Edge and back to center. And keep going, starting to let the movements be like a meditation. So everything below is really still, and just your cervical vertebra are exploring their range of motion. And then you can start to think about leading with the eyes and looking over and back behind you as far as you could. And then keep awareness on the eyes as your face scans the room, and then look back behind you. Inhale, eyes scan the room. And then look behind you. And keep moving in this way. So the recommended amount of time for increasing a joint's mobility that you would work its range of motion is 90 seconds. We haven't done 90 seconds for any of these yet, because 90 seconds can feel like a really long time. But just know that although it's simple, it's really effective in ensuring that you're maintaining your ability to turn your head on a swivel and check the area around you. Good, and next time you look over your right shoulder, keep looking that way, and then look up with your eyes, making your head sort of like a rainbow, and then down with your eyes on the other side. So inhale, eyes go up and across. Exhale, they come down. Keep moving in this way, and paying attention to your eyes and what you're seeing, and looking up and looking down as you're making as much of a rainbow that's pain-free for the cervical spine. So even if your rainbow looks more like this, that's okay. Just find the edge of the pain-free range of motion and work that. Eyes are following up and across. And we'll go around to the left the other way, and then eyes follow across and down and up and around. And so whatever range of motion you can do to make a circle with your eyes. So your eyes are following the way. So there's all sorts of research happening that because we have these screens that are so close, we're losing our ability to see further away faster. So really make conscious seeing all of the things that are as far away from you as you can as you bring your head around. Good, next time your chin is towards your chest, switch directions. Inhale, eyes come up and around and down. If you forget the part about the eyes, just re-engage that, and then also remember your movement and your breath are one thing. So it's not necessary that it's perfectly matched up, but maybe inhaling on the way up and exhaling on the way down. Next time your chin comes to your chest, relax there and inhale your head up on a level again. Trying your best to feel that the back body is activated. So the chin is moving towards the center of the throat, and that the cervical spine is on top of the thoracic spine. And then activating the shoulders here again so that your shoulder's at the center of the socket. We'll move into a little bit of shoulder mobility. So on an inhale, your arms will come up as high as they can. And it may be that one arm is able to go a little higher than the other, and that's okay. We're exploring the available range of motion now. So inhale, both arms up to whatever is your edge. Exhale, they come down. You'll know where your edge is because when you try to go higher, some other alignment down your spine changes. So everything from the shoulders down that we've established stays in place. Palms are broadened, arms are lengthened. Inhale to the edge of your range of motion and exhale down. Good. Now your eyes are fixed on a single point in front of you. Inhale to the edge of your range of motion and exhale down. Keep moving in this way. Now we'll start to move your arms back through the available range of motion behind you. So if you're in an armchair, just stop wherever you can or bring your arms a little outside of the armchair. But inhale, arms come up, shoulders stay activated at their center. Exhale, back. Good. Good. So you may hear pops and cracks or feel a stopping point on one side sooner than the other. Your effort here is to just move through whatever range of motion with either arm is pain-free. And as best you can, keep the shoulders relaxed away from the ears and not letting your shoulders creep up as you move up, but engaging the back body of the shoulder to keep the arms at the center of the socket. Good. Okay, now on your exhale, bring your range of motion out to the side as far as you can, and you're reaching in both directions. Inhaling, both arms up. Exhaling, both arms down and around. Good. Remembering your breath is moving in and down into the belly as you inhale and exhale down and around. Seeing if you can have a sense of relief and release at the end of the exhale. So you're taking this movement, making as big of a circle as you can. And then as you exhale, pause for a brief second and then inhale, take the next movement. The next time you inhale and take your arms up, hold them up. So inhale, arms come up as high as you can, hold. Keep reaching from the shoulder, but grounding through the hips. Holding your spine in alignment. And then exhale, bring the arms out to a T and hold. Take a few deep breaths. Building some strength and endurance. Keep holding, keep broadening through your palms, extending up through the back of the crown. Keep opening the chest and broadening the back. Feet stay grounded. Keep breathing as you hold. And on an exhale, bring your arms down to the side, shake the arms out. Relieve any tension after that. A bit of a long hold, so a little bit of strength and endurance in the shoulders. So we'll keep working in this way with different shoulder mobility exercises and then some shoulder strengthening exercises. So inhale, arms will come up. Exhale, arms will come down. And keep moving in this way. And now have your eyes go up with your hands and down with your hands. So we're working a little coordination. Hands move up, eyes move up with them. Exhale, arms come down, head comes down. So this is your flow, finding your hands, keeping your eyes on your hands. Exhaling, head comes down at about the same pace as the arms come down to your side. Good, keep going. Noticing if down the way you've lost your alignment or the balance in the pelvis, or if as your arms are coming up, your rib cage is jutting forward. Try to keep the rib cage on top of the hip bones and match the movement of your head to the movement of your hands. Good. Next time your head looks down and your arms look down, hold there and look at your abdomen with your eyes as your head is down and your arms hang down at your side. See and feel the belly fill. And then the movement up into the chest. Exhale out of the mouth. Big inhale. Exhale out of the mouth. Seeing if you can feel a lot of breath move out to the sides. Like you were filling your lung all the way up and really working your diaphragm. Okay, big inhale Fill up to the side and lift your head. And then bring your arms out to the side and we'll twist to the right. So your head will look and your arms will twist, but your belly button stays pointing forward. And then coming back to center, inhaling and rotating, exhaling, coming back to center. Good. So you're turning only from about the mid-torso up in your thoracic spine, and then gaze towards the back fingers. Keep going in this way. Good. So strengthening of the shoulders as we're getting mobility through the upper back. So as best you can, keep your effort relaxed and don't let your shoulders creep up towards your ears. Notice if the lower body wants to twist and move, and don't do that. Keep the lower body grounded and the hips grounded. Good. One more time to the other side, back to center. And then arms relax down at your sides, shake them out. Ooh, good job. We'll take a few resting breaths. So bring your hands to your thighs and really fill the inhale and fill the lungs up. See if you can feel breath move out to the side. You can even hold your hands here to feel as much breath moving through the rib cage and moving your diaphragm, which is right here, down. Good. We'll take 5 more deep breaths like that. You can inhale always through the nose, but you can exhale out of the nose or the mouth. Good. So it's really the breath that helps these exercises work with your nervous system. So we'll keep moving steadily and gently, really bringing our attention to breath as much as we can. We'll work a little mobility through the lower body and stability at the same time. So really ground your left foot and bring your right knee into your chest. And use your arms to do so. And then control your foot down as much as you can. Bring it to the other side, lift, pull the knee into the chest, control from your hip as much as you can to set it down. So as you're pulling up with your hands, really use your back body. So keep your shoulders stable in the back and control with your hip as you set it down. Good. Keep going back and forth, side to side. Foot stays active. And you've got as much control at the joint and as much strength to hold the leg up from your upper body at the top of the range of motion as you can. Good. So now that you have the movement down, inhale, bring the leg up. Exhale, set the leg down. Good. So try to feel that your weight stays even side to side through your pelvis, even when you're flexing your hip. Good. Next time you bring your knee up, grab the knee and get behind the thigh as best you can and hold at the end of the range of motion wherever you can. So we'll get some strengthening for the arms by really pulling with the arms in the back body. Deep breaths, keep grounding through your left foot. Good, and whenever you need to, on an exhale, bring the foot down with control as much as possible and switch sides. We'll lift and hold. Good, being as still as you can be, making you not sure if the computer has frozen or not. You're that strong and stable, grounded through your right foot. And then exhale, controlling. Good. Bringing the feet a little bit wider and the hands down to your knees. So you're kind of leaning forward, and we'll just take a few big shoulder circles in this position. As much movement through the shoulder as you can get. So your shoulder comes up to your ear as much as you can. It moves back, down, and around, and comes as far forward as you can. And your hands are just gently resting on your knees for as much support as you can. And you can have a little movement in the spine forward and a little movement in the spine back. Woo. And so big movement in the shoulder, and then add big movement of the head too. So head goes forward and back with the shoulders. Good, and then set your shoulders down your back, and remember your sit bones grounded on the seat, and that extension through the back of your crown. Hold your hands on your knees, and on an exhale, bring your torso as far forward as you can without losing the alignment of your spine, and on an inhale, come back. So taking this movement slow and steady, with the most important part being the alignment of the spine. So as you come down, when your shoulders and your head need to stoop forward, that's how you know your stopping point. And then you're trying to use the muscles of the back body to lift yourself back up. So if you need to, you can press a little bit with the arms to support, but as much as you can, use your core strength, both in the front body and the back body, to move your spine down as a single unit and back up. Now your movement and your breath are mapped together. Exhaling, coming forward. Keep extending through the back of the crown. Inhale, coming back up. So as your breath deepens and gets more full, your movement gets slower. Notice what your eyes are doing and see if you can keep your eyes fixed on a single point, and then really bring all of your attention to sound and hearing, and hear your breath as you exhale, move forward, and inhale, come back. Good, last time. Exhale, come forward and pause and hold here and really think about the alignment of your spine, pulling your shoulders back, ramping your head, bringing the chin towards the center of the throat, extending through the back of the crown, and hold here. Keep breathing, building strength in the back body. Good, and coming out before you sort of just get tired out of it so that you can maintain this meditative focus. Good, and we'll take a few shoulder rolls. And then bring the arms out to a T position, wide. And keep your chest at the same place, so not letting your chest move forward, and bring the arms back. So keep reaching out to the side and as far back as you can. So a big stretch through the whole chest area across the front, and then pull your wrists back so that the heel of your hand is pointing forward and your fingers are reaching back. Big stretch through the chest. Good, strength through the arms, really opening the chest, squeezing the shoulders behind you as we hold for a few more breaths. Good, keep holding the arms out and look your head down towards your feet and align your feet well and ground through the feet. And as you begin to get tired, see if you can Ground the feet more and activate the glutes and the low body by gently pressing into the floor, and keep reaching, keep holding the arms up and letting the head drop. Inhales through the nose, exhales through the nose. If you feel you're getting really fatigued, you could just let your arms come down a little bit rather than coming all the way out. Good. Last time, big inhale, and on your exhale, let your arms relax down to your side. Good job. Shake the arms out and let your hands rest on your thighs, and we'll just take a few big resting breaths. You can have the hands on the thighs or the hands on the sides of your ribs if that helps you really feel breath moving. So we held those positions for a little bit, so got your heart rate and your breath rate up. See if you can use the breath moving through the side bodies, big and deep, to calm your heart rate. We'll take a few deep breaths together. So following my count, if you can, we'll exhale all the air and then inhale for a count of 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Good. Keep that pace and rhythm going. Let your arms come down to the side. And now we'll inhale, 1, 2, 3. Reaching as far back as you can and coming as high as you can with the arms. Exhale for 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Keep going. If you need to take a break, but join us again. Good. So this is working both strength and mobility of the shoulders, holding a meditative focus and breathing to that steady rhythm, which really helps your nerves. So no matter where the edge of your range of motion of your shoulder goes, rather than having a judgment about that, just notice and move to the edge of the range of motion to a count of 3. So that could be here, could be all the way up here. Movement of your arm is mapped to that 3-second breath. Keep broadening through the hands, grounding through the feet, extending through the back of the crown. The back body is alive with activation. So the shoulders are being held stable with the back body as they lift and lower with the breath. Keep broadening through the palms, sending energy all the way to your fingertips. Keep going, building strength and endurance and mobility all at once. Good. If you have to pause and take a break, join us again. Find your edge of your capacity today. Good. Next time your arms come up, hold them up, keep the palms broadened, and keep reaching up and out at the same time, as much space at the shoulder as you can. Deep breaths in. Fill the underarm area, feel your lungs fill completely and empty completely. If you need to come out before you fall out, but hold as long as you can, finding your edge of capacity, strengthening the back body by not letting the head drop forward. Keep the head on top of the shoulders and back. And then whenever it's time on your exhale, come out, shake the arms out. Good job. Okay, we'll come up to standing for just a little bit. So if you feel comfortable standing up, stand up. I'll give an option for staying in the chair as well. So we've done it before already, the option for staying in the chair, but with your feet on the ground, have your hands on the chair just like we had our hands on our knees. And then hold the spine in alignment, and on an exhale, we'll come down, and on an inhale, up. So the back body is alive, and you're holding your spine in alignment as you come down. You can use as much as the chair as you need to support to press up. The option for in the chair, hands are on your thighs. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, coming up. So either way, feet and grounded feet are really important. Back body activation is really important. So this is how we strengthen all of this area to hold the alignment of the neck and shoulders. Feet are grounded down. I'm going to move back to the standing option. As you're standing, as you come forward, if you need to bend your knees, you can bend the knees a little bit, being sure that the knees aren't locked out, that the legs are lengthened in two directions, and that the glutes are on. So your exhale coming forward. Inhale coming up. The hinge happens at your hip. Back body's awake and alive, coming up straight with as good a posture as you can. Exhale down. Inhale up. If you need to take a rest or pause, do so. But if you can, come back to it. As little or as much support from the chair as you need. The more weight you keep through the four corners of your whole foot, the more you'll have support of the whole lower body. Good. Next time you come down, whether you're seated in the chair or standing, hold. Keep grounding through the feet and activating the back body. So not letting the head and shoulders drop, but keeping them engaged back, finding the alignment of the spine as you ground to the floor with the feet. And feel the lungs fill and empty, just like we've been working on into the side bodies here. Fix your gaze on a single point. Go then on an inhale, come up and let your arms relax down to your side, whether you're seated or standing. And if you were standing, come back to seated. Really good job. So lots of work for the back body and lots of emphasis on the back body staying awake and engaged. Lift the toes and really ground through the feet one last time and sit through the sit bones solid and extend up through the back of the crown. We'll add together a few of those different ranges of motion with the shoulder that we've been working on and the neck. So letting the arms come out to the side with the elbows slightly bent and the palms facing up. We'll exhale and rotate to look towards your left hand, but really kind of looking down at the same time. And as you do that, rotate the back arm away from you. So palm rotates behind you. Exhale, turn the other way. Inhale up to center. And we'll move back and forth in this way. So getting as much movement through the neck and the shoulders as you can, figuring out the movement first, and then mapping the movement to your breath. Exhaling as you come down, inhaling as you come up. Good, trying to keep the shoulders high, not letting them fall down. If they are falling down, just relax, take a break, and then come back to it. Last time to the left and back to center, and then bring the arms down, shake them out. A few shoulder rolls to rest those muscles that we've been working really hard. And now we'll really ground down through your right foot and bring your right hand to the right side. Left arm comes up and reaches up and over. So you're keeping both sit bones even, but really trying to reach up through the underarm here and take a side body stretch. See if you can feel breath moving into the lung and really expanding the rib cage. Remembering, if possible, about a 3-second inhale, 3-second exhale, maybe a little bit longer exhale than inhale. As best you can, filling completely and emptying completely. Not letting your body drop to the side, but rather lifting up out of the hips as you reach up and over. Good, and releasing the head down, but keeping the arm up. And then inhale, lift the head, reach up and out as you bring your arm down and onto the thigh next to the other. And just take a few deep breaths to feel the difference side to side after the side stretch. Good, so these side body stretches really help create more space for breath to move your rib cage. Bringing the left foot on, left hand onto the left thigh, right arm up, and reach up, and then over and across. As long of a side body as you can, as much breath through the rib cage here on the side as you can. You can even picture in your mind's eye this lung filling completely, expanding the intercostal muscles, reaching up with the hand, continue to broaden through the hand, ground through the feet. Pelvis stays stable side to side. Reach, one more big breath in, and exhale, arm comes down to your side and back onto the thigh. And take a few shoulder rolls. Good, and then broaden through the back and hold the shoulder blades down. And we'll take a few rotations through the thoracic spine. So bring your hands to your chest and your chin to your chest, and then let your head and chest move to the right, and then as far back as feels comfortable, and down and forward. So as little movement through the lower body and as much movement as you can through the upper body. Finding the edge of the pain-free range of motion and moving through that. Next time you come around and forward on an exhale, switch directions. And just staying inside of any cracks or pops, just to feel in the available range of motion. And next time you come down and forward, bring your hands down and present the chest. So press the chest forward and squeeze between the shoulder blades and look up and back. And then as you exhale, tuck the chin, arch the back. So from the side, you can see how much spine movement is inside of this, trying to get as much movement through the whole spine as you can. Inhaling as you look up and back and squeezing the shoulder blades in the back, and exhaling as you come forward. Just this movement is a great way in seated to energize the spine. Even if your range of motion isn't like mine, whatever range of motion is available to you that you can move through will start to increase your mobility little by little. Good, and start to make your movement smaller and smaller until you find that centered and aligned spine. So your pelvis is balanced, your rib cage is centered on top, your shoulders are broad, and your head is ramped. And we'll do a 1-minute meditation.
I'll let you. Hold on. I have to leave it for other people. What do I do with him?
Good, big inhale and a big exhale. Letting your eyes be focused on a single point and really remembering all these alignments of the spine. Feeling your back body and this area of the upper back and the back of the head, and what it's like to feel a little bit more movement and activation in those areas. Good. So as often as you can, remembering this back body activation and this breath that moves your rib cage as much as possible. Thank you all for moving and breathing with me. This is a good session and good to see you. If you have any feedback, please let me know. You could comment in here, or you could send your feedback in, and hopefully I'll receive that.
Well, thank you so much, Jamie, for leading this morning. I was listening in and it sounded very, very relaxing.
Yeah, good. Even if you just take the breath cues as you're listening in, it can be a helpful reminder.
Yeah, well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And everybody that's going to be sticking around for bingo, we're going to be starting here in just a moment.
Yes.
So, Jamie, thank you, and you have a good rest of your day.
You too. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right, so it looks like we're getting a small little group for bingo.
It was bingo time. Oh.